Welcome back. Well, you know, here on the show, we're always trying all sorts of different crazy things. I've ridden in a race car, rappelled off of a building, and today I thought, let's push the envelope even further outside of my comfort zone. So we came on down here to Outdoor City in Altoona, where I'm gonna go to the indoor range and learn how to shoot a gun. Let's go inside. Bobby, how's it going? Thanks for having us in today. Bobby's the owner of Outdoor City, and he says he's been shooting since he was just a boy.
I was raised down south, so I grew up with guns. I was hunting when I was 10 years old and things like that.
Why learn to shoot a gun?
Housewives, somebody for protection, for hunting, things like that. So it's all sorts of reasons to want to shoot a gun.
But why shoot at the indoor range?
In the wintertime in Pennsylvania, it's a little bit chilly shooting at the outdoor ranges.
Though we were there to have a good time and some fun at the gun range, I thought it was cool that even a gun enthusiast like Bobby wanted to remind us to respect the weapon for what it is.
Anytime you got a projectile coming out the end of a barrel at anywhere from 800 feet per second to 1,200 feet per second, you don't want to be in front of it. They are dangerous. You can take off body parts, even kill. Guns are dangerous. You don't want to get injured by them. You need to know, yeah, it's very important. You need to know the basics of handling it.
As someone who's really never been around guns, Bobby gave some really good advice.
If you've never shot before, I'd suggest you find someone to give you lessons. At least the basics of how to handle the gun, the safety parts of the gun. You want to make sure you're not endangering yourself while you're shooting.
So that's exactly what I did. I took lessons from the expert himself.
So we're going to start now with what you called the dummy gun, and so essentially this is a fake gun. There's nothing comes out of it. It is just to teach you how to hold it, right? And how to handle it.
Right.
Okay.
This is how Bobby taught me the fundamentals of things like how to hold the gun. Before we went into the range, I asked Bobby what it takes to become an expert gun shooter like him.
People can come in on day one and be knocking the center out of it. Others, sometimes it takes a little practice to get to that point. So it's all what you consider an expert.
If I were a betting man, I'd say I'll probably need a little practice.
Point it in a safe direction.
So we're in the shooting range now. This is where the action happens. And what's the first step once we get in here?
Okay, once we get in here, you need the eyes and ears on normally before we enter the range. So you need eye protection, you need hearing protection. It's going to get pretty loud in here when stuff starts going bang. So
I think it already is.
Okay.
All right.
From this point, we've already went over how to handle a gun.
Yep.
Now we have a live gun laying here on the bench. We want to make sure the muzzle is pointed up and down range. You don't never want to point a live gun at anyone or anything you don't want to destroy.
And what sort of gun are we shooting today?
We're going to shoot a CZ Shadow SP01. It's a 9mm European-made gun, very popular in the U.S. in competitions now in USPSA and other competitive shooting.
Once we were there in the range, he gave me more safety tips and taught me things like how to aim. Now that I took the lesson, it's time to shoot the gun. Should I do it again? All right. One more time? Okay. Not bad. We had an absolute blast and I learned a ton. I highly recommend going. As a matter of fact, if you're a woman who'd like to learn this Saturday, the 9th, they have what they call ladies breakfast and bullets, where you actually get to eat breakfast and then learn how to shoot a gun. Highly recommend it. I always love learning new things. Check out their website, check out their Facebook page. We'll be right back.